Let's start, though, with tonight's game, which is an all-time dud, and I'm actually going. I'm going, and I have a buddy of mine, Rob, and Rob already texted me like, hey, if you want to bail, you can bail. And I was like, no, dude, I set my schedule to this. You made it. I wasn't really asked. He was like, hey, December 8th, Thursday night, no kids. I have 50-yard line seats, Rams, Raiders, SoFi. Now, part of the intrigue in going to a Rams-Raiders game is, just the old Freaks Come Out at Night song, right? Raider fans in LA on a Thursday night, it's going to get weird. And they're going to win, too. And Raider fans who hated their coach like a month ago, now all of a sudden they're all in and think they're going to sweep in and make the playoffs, and the Chargers will probably be on the outside looking in after losing last week to the Raiders, right? But the Raider fans in LA on a Thursday night sounds like a good time. Not to be in the black hole or sitting amongst them, but watching what is absolutely sure to be some sort of fight. Or fights with Ram fans who, they're still defending Super Bowl champions. But there is no victory lap to be had because, now they're really, really bad. So here's the thing. Baker's probably going to play or maybe start. And if the last time I can remember a guy being so ill-prepared, do you guys remember when the Raiders traded for Carson Palmer? They traded for Carson Palmer, and Carson was retired because he was done with the Bengals. So they traded him, and I think there was an injury early on in the game, and he gets installed in the game. Like the first pass he throws, like, awesome! And then he looked completely lost. Completely lost. Because when you switch systems, when you switch offensive styles, a lot of times, it's kind of like watching the World Cup. They call an elevator a lift and a field a pitch. What do you call a slant? We call it this. What do you call it? I call it a slant. Well, I call it a Jimmy route. Whatever you do. It's different lingo. But while you might think that not having any sort of running game, not having a good offensive line, not having arguably the best wide receiver in the league is unfair to Baker, here's the thing. That's the place. That's where Baker Mayfield's career actually is. This is the place that Baker Mayfield is, where you got to come in with a team that is not designed to necessarily win, try and make him compete, be as simple as possible. You can't use your brain that much in terms of the depth and number of audibles and all that other stuff. You just got to go in and stand and try and make plays. How do you handle this level of adversity? It's not fair. All right? It's not fair. Life's not fair. This is the situation you're in. You'll learn a lot more about Baker now than you do about this. We do this all the time with guys where, I remember Daniel Jones in the preseason, how good he looked. Man, these guys all look great in the preseason. No adversity. Right? No real scouts. Plain Jane defense. Offense has been working on their stuff. They put in some specials. They're marching up and down the field against guys. Some of the guys aren't going to play in the NFL. This is a way better test for what a guy has in his chest cavity and what he has in his lower intestines. Right? If Baker Mayfield can stand back there, you got one of the best rush ends in the league. You're going to be playing a road game in SoFi. It'll be a road game tonight. 75% Raider fans. Right? No question. Playing a virtual road game, take a beating, not know really the audibles on how to get you. He's going to know a couple of audibles, a couple of different things. They're going to keep it simple, stupid. If you can stand in there and be a man and be a leader and withstand the type of adversity you're going to see, you got a shot. But if you don't, if you see complaining, if you see throwing it up for grabs, if you see him waving the white flag, he's got no shot. He's got no shot. So I actually think it's a great sort of litmus test for Baker Mayfield. Everybody says they want a shot to be back in the league. I want a shot to start. Okay. Start with the Rams. Whoa, hold on. Their line sucks. Their running game sucks. And Cooper Kupp is out probably for the year. You didn't say, I only want a playoff caliber team. You said, I want an opportunity to start with a good offensive coach. You got it. It is completely unfair to Baker Mayfield to throw him out there. there is not a strong likelihood of success. But you know what? You learn more about Baker Mayfield, and does he really belong in the league? Can he really lead men? Can he fight through adversity? Look, dude, he's in Cleveland. They won one game in 2 years, and they eventually went to the playoffs through 3 different coaches he had his first 3 years. So he's been through it. How does he handle it tonight? We'll see. We'll see. And then the other side to it is, I never jumped off the Josh McDaniels bandwagon. It doesn't mean I think they're going to win the division or get to the playoffs or he's a great coach, but he's a good football guy. And like the Patriots, that first month of the season, they're just figuring stuff out. Ironically, it took them that long to figure out, hey, this Josh Jacobs guy, he's really good. Let's give him the ball. And Devontae Adams, how about we throw him the ball? How about we throw him the ball?